My name's Michael Von Pick, and I'm gonna take you on the shoot with me in 10 minutes or less. I'm gonna walk you through the shoot, talk about some gear throughout, and critique my own photos at the end, so let's jump right in. Heading down to the Ritz Beach in Naples to do a surprise engagement shoot. I'll just follow this Porsche, should get me close. All right, so I'm hiding in the bushes. Right through there somewhere. A7R3 with a 135 millimeter Batis on the hip. G Master 24 1.4 in here, and the G Master 85 1.4. It's gonna be Ninja. So before they got there, I just kind of ran around with my 24 millimeter 1.4 and shot a bunch of detail shots and try to capture the kind of the vibe of the scene there before they were there, because they're never going to have a chance to see what it was like when it was getting set up. So so that's nice to have in the gallery. So I chose to use the 135 millimeter Batis 2.8 for capturing the proposal. I was pretty far away, so 135 was good. I could get a full body shot vertically that way. And using the A7R3 with the huge megapixels, I can do a lot of cropping because that lens is really sharp and it retains a lot of detail, especially when it's really good light. And I had some good light about 2 hours before sunset, and there were some clouds diffusing. So after I got those shots of the ring presentation, then her noticing the friends and family watching from above, as they came down, I switched to the 24 millimeter, and it was kind of like the Wild West. It was just crazy, everybody coming down, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I just sat on the good light. I kind of put the sun where I wanted it, and just kind of went around, just taking a bunch of shots, knowing that I would throw some out. I kind of stayed out of the way and just did a lot of candid shooting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so, and then once it died down, then I grouped them together to get a couple of posed shots. I didn't want to interrupt the party and the whole reason they were there. They continued hanging out and having fun without me interrupting them and being in their face. I set up off-camera flash, which was a 600 watt Godox flash, down on the beach, and kind of got everything set up as best as I could. Went back up and grabbed the family and brought them back down for these. So I was using 600 watt flash on the beach to overpower the sun. It's definitely a 1-to-1 power on that. I shot with the 24 millimeter and the 85 millimeter. I wanted to kind of get a good vibe of the environment, as well as some isolated shots and get some nice compression with the 85. After I got the shots I wanted with the flash, then I switched to natural light shots. Kind of rotated a little bit to the right to get the sun a little more out of my lens, and I find the clients do a lot better with that most of the time, as far as being more organic, more themselves. And I shot with the 85 millimeter mostly on that, I believe. After we got done on the beach, I took them up to the boardwalk. I saw something where it'd be kind of like an intimate moment, kind of a vibe or feeling I wanted to create with them. Then we swung over to just kind of a grassy area. A 24 millimeter wide shot first to get more of an environmental look, and then closed it with just some natural light 85 millimeter verticals. I think it went great to end the session that way. What would I do different? I think everything went pretty smoothly. I would have showed up to the job a little bit sooner. I felt a bit rushed. What would have made it better? Having a second shooter would have been great. Actually, normally Jessica and I both shoot these at the same time to get different angles and just to get the kind of coverage we like to deliver to our clients. Where were you, Jessica? I really could have used you on the shoot.
I was at another engagement shoot.
Oh, still should have been at my shoot.
I'm sorry.
You were probably out just hula hooping or something.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Please keep coming back if you like this kind of content. We're only going to get better as time goes on. See you soon.